Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
What graphic?
That ending graphic that says Christian and Daniel Show on the old-fashioned script.
Oh. Hi.
Could have changed. No problem. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi. This is a show about something. It's shooting me at bad angles, so I'm going to be Jabba the Hutt tonight.
You know, you're
And
not even.
I am just done.
Why? Why do you have
I am done. Listen to the words I am saying.
Why does it have a bad
Why am I so off camera? You always put me off camera.
Because you weren't sitting here when we were supposed to.
Anyway, I'm Christian.
How do you want it?
And this is
Like that? Right there?
This is Daniel. And you see tonight, woo, he's right here. So we are actually on together and physically in each other's thing, which is why it only says Daniel G. Garza and not Daniel and Christian.
Because you are a pain in the butt.
No, because you were too distracted with things that weren't important.
Like trying to get you on here. Hi, everybody. This is the Christian and Daniel Show.
As I said already.
This is Christian.
And that's Daniel.
And
I don't have to worry about how I'm pointing. It's so nice.
Welcome to everybody who's watching us on all 4 channels on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Do us a favor. Share this on your page so that people can watch it. If you're watching this on YouTube, would you scroll down and hit that subscribe button, like this video? That helps us a whole lot. Remember, you are part of the conversation. Thank you for being here. You can blah, 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 blah. Hi, Micah. Sing it. Saludos, Blanca. ¿Cómo estás? Saludos a toda la raza de Monterrey. Bienvenidos al programa. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, all that.
So, all his griping is because he was watching a movie.
All my griping is because Daniel somehow can't do things without me being here, apparently,
because
and sitting here quietly.
Sit down so that we can coordinate the camera. Because we've gotten so used to doing. We've gotten this. So yes, I laugh at him all the time. We've gotten so used to doing the show.
That is not what she meant.
That was Micah.
I know it was Micah. I'm sorry, that's not what he meant.
We've gotten so used to doing the show from 2 spaces that can we live in 1 square now? Can we?
Well, Daniel always makes sure he's centered. He's well viewed in the rectangle, but not me. I'm always like this. Hi, everyone.
You were not like that.
You can't see my hand because it's off camera.
Space. I was giving you more camera space.
You see a little more?
Why did you?
Can you get right there? Oh my God, what are we going to talk about today? Oh my
Hey everybody!
God.
Hey everybody! Hi, welcome to the show.
We were, earlier this week we were talking like hardcore Californians.
Oh my God! I'm totally gonna
And we're
Insta
like,
this.
oh my goodness! Can you believe?
We're gonna Insta this.
Insta everything. If it's not on Insta, what's the
Why
point?
don't you just cash app?
You know
Why
what?
don't you cash app me?
Someone said, why don't you Snapchat me? And I said, Snapchat is so 20 minutes ago. No one does that.
There you go. There you go, Micah. Own it. Own all of them. How are you doing, by the way?
I apologize, Micah. I was really doing it to be funny, not to make any type of statement. Sorry about that.
He's trying to like harass me. That's all I have.
Yeah. Like what else is new?
How was your holiday? How was the 4th of July? Did y'all folks do anything special?
And you're still talking like special.
Oh my God! It's because
we just talk like Californians, and we realize that now.
Earlier, I was talking about like Facebook is so
over.
So I Insta everything. But anyway, I don't know if he's watching or not, but I want to thank. We want to thank
our creative director.
Oh yeah,
Checo Doria.
Our musical director,
Kai Kalama.
And our stage manager,
Ebag Odell.
I don't know if he's going to be here today or not.
I'm sorry, Gabe
Lido.
Lido.
He's going to be here today. But we want to thank our friend Guy Nolan. We spent 4th of July at his place this weekend.
It was fun.
Him
It
and
was enjoyable.
His wife Jill, who opened their house. It's really cool that we hadn't seen people in 2 years.
And they remembered us after 2 years.
I don't know if they remembered us or they remembered our guacamole. I don't know. I really don't know yet if it was for us. So 2 years ago, we went to our friend Guy's house.
And we brought our homemade guacamole.
For 4th of July. And yes, and it
and we
it
brought
killed it.
literally 5 times more than we did this time.
Yeah. And
But there were a lot more people
There were a lot more
last
people.
time. But it was one of those aluminum tins that you get for catering. And it was gone. But by the time we left, people were like scraping the bottom of it to get some. And all they could do is keep raving about it. And the same thing happened again.
And then we made some salsa.
And there were some people who were there a couple years ago, and they're like, "Oh my God, I remember your
Did you bring your
guacamole.
guacamole?
We're so glad it's here."
We were like the token gay guacamole guys.
Yeah.
So,
And then on top of that,
yeah, that.
we bought our salsa, and it's homemade completely from scratch. And we made it. I thought it was so bland.
not-
I'm like, this is like so gringo. It will be
Bland.
perfect because you can't bring spicy stuff
You don't
to
need it.
a mixed party because people, like our friend, like our dear friend,
Guy,
no, our
which other?
dear mentor, Hawaii,
Ruth?
Ruth.
Oh,
Sorry, Ruth, if you ever see this.
probably not.
She was like, it was hilarious because she tried our something we made that
We
once.
made a sauce with one pepper.
one pepper in it.
It was all tomato sauce and pepper. We made
Oh, it was
the potato
tuna
patties,
something. Potato patties or tuna potato. something.
Tortitas de papa with salsa, and she couldn't eat.
Oh my God, she was like, it's so hot. She was like turning
Well,
red. And
it's-
so I realized there are people who are just not accustomed to it. I wasn't when we met.
So are you folks? Are you hot, medium? No, is it mild, medium, or hot salsa people? Are you medium, hot? Medium? Chingado. Mild, medium, or hot? Because Guy
is 0,
his-
mild, no.
His criteria for not eating the salsa was that it had seeds in it.
No, he tried it.
But he
And it
said
was
it's
too
got-
hot for
But
him.
then he said, "Oh, it's got seeds."
He goes, before he took a bite, he goes, "Oh, I see there's seeds in it." So he knew it was going to be hotter than he likes. And I'm sorry, to me it was bland, like nothing. Like it tastes like tomatoes.
He could have used some lime juice, I think, to bring out some flavor.
Well, we had limes there. We could have
We
squeezed
could
it
have
in.
squeezed some limes. And then we made we brought carne from Northgate for tacos, which was actually, it wasn't bad.
People loved it, and it was a hit.
They
But we know it wasn't made right.
It wasn't because they didn't have a skillet for it.
And we wanted the meat to be like crunchy, a little
For
burnt,
those of you
or a
that
little
know,
browned.
carne asada needs a little bit of a char so that you can get the actual flavor. So if you've ever eaten carne asada tacos and they don't have a little bit of char in the meat, then I am hot. Oops.
Absolutely,
Caliente.
Micah.
Eres caliente, papi.
I agree. Blanqui, what?
Yeah.
Saludos.
Blanquis, ¿cómo te gusta a ti la salsa?
Hi, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne. Good evening. You're together on one screen. Yes, we are here together.
We are.
I know you guys are so used to seeing us on different screens now, but here we are.
Yeah, Daniel can't shut me up tonight. Oops, put me in the green room.
What else? If Mikey Gilmore, a good friend of ours, if he's watching, it's his birthday
Happy
today.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mikey. I did something I normally do not do today. Go to the beach and walk through the sand.
Daniel does not do the beach.
I don't like the sand. I like sitting on the edge, but I don't like sand. I don't like sand in my clothes.
I experienced when I was young, I don't like sand anywhere. And I got it in places no one should have sand. And so did, at the time, believe it or not, so did my girlfriend.
Oh dear.
Yes, this was a very long time ago. But yeah, it's,
I got the oops.
oops, wrong again.
It's gonna be one of those caliente
I love
nights.
it. Caliente.
Hola, papi.
Hola, papi.
What else did we do? We didn't do anything on Sunday. I forgot Sunday was like actually a holiday.
We
And
did. Who'd we go see Sunday? We've been on like a seeing people's schedule for the last couple weeks. We had 2 guests over the week before, and we didn't do our thing the week before because we had a chiropractic appointment for the first time in years.
Yes.
And oh my Lord, talk about, it's not a good thing when your chiropractor cracks your neck and goes, whoa, and he's saying whoa when you should be the one saying whoa, which I did. But with both of us, he was just cracking all of our joints, getting everything put back in place. And afterwards, like, we were like a little dizzy. Our energy was all weird. We had to come home and we came home and like took naps. Like, we had to relax because our bodies were way out of adjustment.
Karen,
so
hello.
We're going to have to get on there.
Hello.
So we had visitors 2 weeks ago. And then this week, I feel like we've run all over the freaking countryside and met with people and appointments. And I'm exhausted tonight. I am just so tired. I don't want to go out anywhere, nowhere anymore. I'm over it. Like,
so busy.
Masks and no masks and people sitting close to you. Like, it's funny. People aren't doing masks now, but they also think we don't have to social distance, which we still are supposed to be social distancing. But anyway, it just kind of irritated me that people weren't, and they kept sitting down next to me, and I had to keep moving away from them.
Where?
When you were getting your eyes done.
Oh, yeah, when you go get my eyes done.
Hi, our stage manager is here. Hi, Guy. I'm hi, Gabe. Guy. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Is your name Guy? How coincidental.
How are you doing? But this week was kind of awkward because I didn't even do my horoscopes this Monday.
I know, and you haven't done your breakfast thing for a bit.
I didn't do my TikTok. I haven't done TikTok all week. So for those
we both have been on. We did a lot this week. I feel like we've done a lot, and I'm done. Like, tomorrow is going to be a full. I'm doing nothing, recharging Christian day, because today I did 2 loads of laundry and that killed me.
I'm gonna head home after TikTok tomorrow. So if you're following me on TikTok, I'll be back on TikTok tomorrow, and then I'll head out to Laguna.
Because if you wait too late, traffic gets too bad.
I don't remember my schedule for tomorrow. Oh yeah, if I leave at 10, I can be home by 11.
Mm-hmm. And you will get home pretty quick.
Then I have a whole full day.
I don't. I have appointments coming up next week.
We did have some really good guests on. If you're not watching Put Together Conversations on Saturdays, you're missing out some really cool interviews.
They're usually at 2 and 5.
12 and 5.
I always do that.
12 and 5.
12 and 5.
Noon and 5.
And then sometimes there's
I play with my TikTok every day. Did you have it on loop?
Yeah, I know. I wasn't on loop.
Miss Breakfast Commanders for sure. Yes, no, don't. You didn't miss it because I didn't do one Monday because
she's probably saying I'm missing it.
Oh, you missed Breakfast Commanders. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, this morning I woke up late.
Today's the first day we haven't been going somewhere at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, I ended up doing it.
Daniel had, we've had early stuff every day, and then today it was just Daniel just needed to sleep in because we were both we're spent. I'm spent. I'm done.
But I did have my dog.
I couldn't give someone some energy today other than my sponsees. That's it.
I did win in. I went and got my eyes checked on Tuesday.
He got really good. Really bad news, actually. He's like, it's like 5'5", like he's practically blind, and they're going to make arrangements for him to not have to drive anymore and stuff like that. But I'm not driving him all the time because I already did that once. I'm done.
You will spin any story to come out like a hero, won't you?
That was all just a bundle of lies, guys.
Tell me,
Daniel's appointment went really well.
If you have a partner, does your partner spin stories to make themselves look better? You've been checking? I've been checking, but haven't seen you on TikTok, so happy to know I didn't say no.
No, not at all.
Monday.
We've just had stuff every morning. Like every morning, start off with something, meetings, appointments.
Monday, I just needed the day off after the holiday, and then Tuesday I had the doctor's appointment, and then today, Wednesday, I just woke up late. I didn't even set the alarm.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm yawning. I always yawn. I hate that I always do that.
Are we boring you? Is this like
no? You are boring me.
You get off me. But I was talking about we we are doing a show. Filthy gay paws off.
Get your filthy paws off my silky jaws.
So I did.
Thank you, Grease.
I did go to the doctor to get my retina checked, and
boy, did they dilate his eyes. He looked like the demon, like he came out with black eyes
all the way till last night.
And they were black till we went to bed. I'm glad they weren't this morning.
Because I did. For those of you again who have never done one of my energy cleansing workshops, you should totally do them.
Yes, that's it.
We're gonna start singing now.
Look at me, I'm Sandra D. Lousy with virginity.
I don't even know how to say that word anymore.
Well, it burns your tongue, right? It burns your tongue a little bit. His tongue catches on fire because
it's swelling as we speak. Because even God's looking at me. Did I give you that? I don't know that I sent you to earth with that. We were out of virginity when Daniel was born, so we didn't give him any. That's God speaking. But yeah, so
yeah, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah, God sounds like he's.
At least we all have our own higher powers.
And but anyway, so they tested my eyes, and they got to the bottom of the 20/20, and the guy's like, "You have 20/20 vision." I'm like, "That's not right."
I do too.
I hate having my eyes dilated.
Weird,
yeah.
Daniel. I don't know what type of dilation they used for his, like dilator they used for his eyes. But like I just had that. I had the same check last year, and I drove home from my appointment. Like it wasn't that bad, but Daniel's was like it lasted all night long.
Even like I said, even last night when I was doing the session at 6:00,
he couldn't really see.
I even canceled my appointment with my therapist because I was just having a hard time focusing. Luckily, by 6:00 when I had the appointment,
it started clearing up.
But I still needed to wear my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
But according to them, I guess. Watching my diabetes has gotten more under control.
Thus, your eyes have been less affected.
Wearing glasses so I can read has taken some strain off of my eyes.
Because he looks at his screens constantly, and that helps keep the blue eye strain, I guess, or your eyes from straining to read the screen. What happens is when you're a type 2 diabetic or a diabetic in general, if you're not keeping it under control, blood vessels in your retina can start to leak, and when they leak, it can start to blur your vision and affect your vision, and that's why some diabetics, if they don't ever get it under control, can go blind, and if they ignore the symptoms, can go blind completely just from the bleeding in the retina.
And boys don't like boys with leaky retinas.
Yeah, and if you can't love yourself, how the heck you going to love someone else? Can't give what you don't have. Today is the only day.
Are you quoting memes or what?
I've short-circuited.
Sorry.
What are you? Oh, that was my favorite video.
Yes, that is. I'm trying to make sure that we're.
There's this like terrific video that it's from the old days. It's what was it called? I don't know.
Well, it's a twist. It's the twist.
It's not the twist.
It's a.
It is not the twist.
But this is not the video that you like. It has a different song on it.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it's not. If you're following,
I didn't bring my phone. Otherwise, I'd look it up.
If you're following me on Facebook, then you know I post TikTok videos on my stories, and this one particular is a newer song to an old dance, and the old dance is the video you like. Anyway, so
but they're doing it to the twist. Or something like that.
Something like that.
It's what is it?
Anyway, let me remind everybody you're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure that you subscribe, follow, share, and join the conversation. Make sure that you're commenting to be so we can back to the hot topic. Yes, Mike. We're all for you.
So yeah, we had rave reviews for our food we brought to the semi potluck. Well, it was a potluck.
It was
basically.
a potluck. Yeah, it was a potluck.
Someone brought like this buffalo sauce
cheese dip,
queso dip. I never tried it because it just looked like something that would not work for me.
Much, so I didn't care for it.
But it had rave reviews too, and I usually like anything queso, but I just for some reason I wasn't feeling it. I have to admit, my anorexia and my bulimia were kind of acting up. They've been acting up ever since like a week ago. this whole week I've been dealing with the symptoms and having to remind myself that it's not real. It's just what my disease is, my sick mind wants me to do, but it's not real. And it was just kind of hard. And I think it's somewhat, we've only gone to 2 events. That July was the 4th was the second outside event we actually went to since lockdown.
Yeah.
And I think I still get a lot of anxiety around going around other people and being around other people because I've gotten so used to not being around other people and not being able to be close to them. So it was kind of crazy.
Have we seen Tucker Carlson's new music video?
No, not yet.
Raining Fellas. We have not, but we will check it out as soon as we're done here.
Nitty gritty. That's it.
We do have, for those of you who are interested, we are back in service though. We're going to a party. We've been hired for a party this weekend to do readings and intuitive readings and mediumship readings.
I have to find a way to not feel yucky because I cannot connect if I don't feel well.
So we need to get with it.
I need to figure it out.
To get with it.
I'll talk with my therapist on Friday about it. See what I can do.
We're going. I have never been to Palm Springs, and we're finally going. Oh my God! Stop it! Now it's contagious. And we're going at night, so I've never been. So one day we'll have to go to Palm Springs.
Yeah, in the winter, like November is good. When Gay Pride's in November.
Oh, we're gonna have to go in Pride. So if you are interested in one or the other for readings and parties, please get in touch. Let us know. You guys are making me yawn. I know, right? It started.
I'm sorry, guys. I am just old or something because I always end up yawning in this time frame.
If I were yawn, I would take it so personal from him that he's yawning.
It's not personal. I'm just
I would
old.
take it personal that he's yawning in front of him.
Well, Daniel should because it's obviously on board with him.
Just pay attention to him. What else? What were some of your favorite places to visit when you were younger?
It's a weird question.
When we were talking about Palm Springs, I've never been to Palm Springs. I'm just wondering, what are some of your, like for you folks watching, what is one place that is your favorite to go to? Or maybe even as an adult to go to?
The only places I got to go were Florida to visit family in the worst month of the year, July. And then I loved going up to Oroville for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Oroville is super northern California, where my cousin Sue and her parents, God rest their souls, used to live. And Sue still lives there. And I just, I am totally, Micah. Thank you for that. I totally am detoxing because it's a lot going out in public. But anyway, so I used to love that, and I found pictures recently of a couple of the Thanksgivings and stuff since we spent there, and it brought back a lot of warm feelings and good memories. I just adore my mom's side of the family up there. Not a whole lot of us left, but we love each other, and that's what counts. And I'm grateful to have the family I do.
I used to like going to. We used to go to Fort Worth a little bit because my parents had friends in Fort Worth, so we used to go to Fort Worth. And I always knew because we would go to. There's these waterfalls. There's like this park, and there's these waterfalls. And it was really cool to go see those. But I miss going to Mexico as a kid for Christmas because it was always very festive. I knew we were going to see relatives that we hadn't seen probably since like the summer. Most of them remembered it was my birthday, so that was always cool because every house I went to, there was a little gift waiting for me. But something about Mexican Christmases, the music, the food, just enjoying the atmosphere. I really missed that. Because we didn't vacation a lot as when I was
No, neither did we.
We weren't.
Like I said, we went to go see family in Florida. That was the biggest vacation.
That's probably why I'm not a big vacationer now.
I feel like that's me too. Like we're kind of two peas in a pod there. We just didn't go a lot of places. My parents weren't about vacationing. They liked to be home. They actually really liked home and being home. My dad didn't even like eating out. Like he always wanted to have home cooked meals. He really didn't want to order in or go out to dinner. He didn't like it. And he hated waiting in lines even more, which, you go on a cruise, you go on anything, You're going to wait in a line somewhere. And he disliked it so much he wouldn't do it. He did go on. I do recall my parents going on, I think, at least one cruise, the Alaskan cruise. I don't know how he survived that, but they did. And they seem to have a great time on it.
So are you guys vacationers or are you travelers? Do you like to go to a city and like investigate what's around, or you go and drinks, pool, shut down like completely? I like to go and explore. I think everywhere we've been together, I always try to find something for us to do.
Yeah.
Like go
We're not great.
stores.
We're not drinkers. So drinking by the pool doesn't hold any appeal for us. And being by the pool doesn't hold any appeal for us. Sand doesn't hold any appeal for us. The ocean doesn't hold any appeal for us.
God, we're horrible.
We basically, we could go to Aspen in the winter and we'd be fine. Because I don't mind hanging out.
I do like the restaurant.
In the ski
I
lodge.
do like going, and we always
And I like
managed-
skiing.
We managed, like, remember when we went to Portland and we found that delicious steakhouse that we went to?
Oh, yeah.
They had this delicious steakhouse.
It was
like
amazing.
Top service.
All like brick inside, like very old world, very old building.
It was so nice. And then in New York, we found that other steakhouse too. Okay, so steakhouse is kind of a theme for us.
It was I can't remember who owned it. It was yeah. I remember the steakhouse, and I loved our little sushi basement thing that we found in New York City. It was probably still to this day the best sushi we've ever had.
The sushi at this, like, you step down.
You literally are stepping into garbage and trash. Like, it smelled bad. Typical New York. It was stinky and dirty. But when you get to this little door, it says open. It has an A on it, so you know you're not eating rat feces, even though it looks like you might be. And you open up the door, and you're like
transported.
This beautiful little hole in the wall sushi restaurant, and the sushi was, and they're open till like 3 a.m, and they were incredible. The sushi we got, it was so good, and the place is packed, and it's much bigger than you think it is because it actually goes way back. And but it was great. We didn't actually eat there because there were no seats.
Because if y'all have ever had tempura, and you know how tempura, it can go horribly wrong if they don't know how to do it right.
Either it's greasy or soggy
or over battered, like it's too much batter,
or both,
and
or all four.
Yeah, but this place just delicious. And then we went to go visit this little karaoke piano bar, and
this is right up the street from it.
Yeah, so
like literally a block up.
So we had to pass it on the way back to the hotel.
And we just kept going, I guess we have to go in. We're here.
We must.
Yeah.
And delicious place, delicious. I guess I feel like the conversation traveled from favorite places to favorite restaurants.
Well, we kind of are food tourists. We're not, I'm not like, oh, we went to the top of the Statue of Liberty. It was so beautiful. And oh, I went and watched the sunset from the top of the Himalayas. Oh, it was so beautiful. That's not us.
Because I still have one jar left of that jam from Nashville.
And we like that. That was a big part of the trip.
Jam and Company? Or
Jam
Company?
Yeah. We're like amateur foodies. I mean, I think we could totally do a foodie blog if we wanted to.
Oh, I'm an international business community.
No, of course you are. Yeah,
of course you are, Micah.
I know he was. That doesn't surprise me.
He
goes all over. It's great.
Like to,
but Micah, I think you are that really amazing traveler who goes out and explores, but kind of does everything. You're well-rounded. We're very one-sided.
We're ready for that sushi. You just call a date. We're ready to go.
Before they close everything up again. I'm so thinking things are going to close up again.
What? You know what? I will wrap it around my head to go back to visit Mexico and travel. I'm not.
He's not pro that right now.
Yeah, and like if there were things to go be active, to go do, like other than a bar or the beach, I'm all about it. Like tourist sites, historic things, ghost tours. Get me a town with a ghost tour, and I will be there. Because we got some on our list that we want to go do too. So there's still the San Diego tour that we want to go do.
Yeah.
the Winchester House up in Northern California.
Which I did, but it was before I recognized my gifts. So I like to go there now as a medium and see what comes up, what I feel.
We want to do. We remember we were going to do a ghost tour. We had been invited before the lockdown to go do a ghost tour, and then the lockdown came in, so that got
So it got canceled. Yeah.
But now we would like to organize our own ghost tour. How do you feel about skydiving?
I did it once, and I'm happy I did it once.
I want to do it.
Daniel wants to do it.
So I wanted to do it.
I did it once when I was in college with my fraternity brothers, and it was an experience.
If
It was amazing. It was amazing, and it is incredible. And you get a feeling, you feel in a way you'll never feel any other time in your life, like you're really flying legit. But that was good for me.
But remember, I was going to do the sky jump in
At
Vegas.
the Stratosphere, and then he was too honest. It's funny. It was actually because you were too honest. If you had fibbed about it, you could have done it.
Hey, Chad, I got your message. I will call you back. I got your message.
And that's the only reason he came on.
I want you to. Yeah, I want you to.
Oh no, you two should do it.
Yeah,
I'll wait on the
to.
ground for you. I'll have a bonnet on and a little basket.
You have historical cities around Cabo. You both would love it. Yes, a ghost town.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. That's the remember I told you about a ghost town in Mexico.
I would love to.
And I think that's it. I'm positive that's it.
I am. If any of you know any ghost hunters, please hook us up. I would love to go do it. But yes, so the jump in Las Vegas, if only because I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but I mentioned my ostomy, and we got all the way to the top, and they would not let me jump. I cried. I was
because
crying.
the medical professionals at the top, and the last second they're like, no, we can't take a chance. It's going to blow it out or something.
Yeah, I would definitely jump with you.
Oh my God, yes, do it. Don't miss out. If you have a chance to go skydiving, go skydiving. Do it. Because no one can take it away from you once you've done it, and no one can tell you don't know what you're talking about.
There were a couple of people in the promo world that I belong to too that had talked about doing it last year, and I mentioned to them, "Oh, it's my 50th," and they were like, "Let's do it." But then COVID came in, so it didn't happen. Rich said he will be waiting with you on the ground with Christian.
There we go. You see, we'll be great. We will do just fine down there.
What ifs, Rich? What ifs?
And I like I said, I'm blessed. I did it when I was much younger, much more adventurous. I was living in my disease, so sanity was not necessarily part of my life, and I could just get rid of any fear or feelings with my drug of choice. So
I just figured at this point I've done so many things in my life. Why didn't I do something?
Well, and that's why it's kind of funny because I did a lot of these crazy things when I was young. I bungee jumped off a bridge up in Northern California. One of the highest bridges is actually the one that they used in XXX when his car went off the bridge or something. And then I did a lot of crazy things when I was younger, and I was less conscious of my mortality. But now I'm a little more conscious, and I'm a little more reserved.
I also would like to go parasailing.
I've never done that.
I would like to go do that.
I thought I was going to do it
anything-
at a company thing, and then for some reason it just the cord broke, and they had to cancel it for the rest of the day because the cord broke, and people went flying away into the water.
It's like when I did that.
I mean, they weren't hurt. No one was hurt, but it was kind of funny.
When I did that bungee thing in Florida.
Yeah, and then we see the one where the bungee thing broke. Like Daniel's like, I want this bungee thing, and I'm like, have fun, Lila. I'll be down here.
We took it like we did a little. We had to wait for our plane anyway.
Yeah, and we just ended up doing a little tour of our area.
Yeah.
We were right around just outside Disney World, and just in that little area, Lake Buena Vista, right before you get to Disney World.
Sitting on that thing, and then they have to put a bucket next to you so
To
that
balance
it out, and then it just. I have the video. I should post the video again. I have the video for it. We're going skydiving in Cabo. Yes, Knock on wood.
Rich and I will be smiling when you land.
Like we do it. I do it. Like, Micah, we're coming to Cabo. Get our beds ready. Camas for everybody. We're all coming to Cabo. But I really liked. I think Portland too is one of my favorite places to go to. I really like Portland.
Portland was fun.
I like.
I need to go to
No,
Portland.
where did we go with Seattle? Seattle's we did the ghost
I think
tour.
we like Seattle
We
better.
did the ghost tour with Ozzy.
Yeah,
We
I like, and Ozzy has this snazzy new place. We could come stay with him possibly.
Ozzy, yes. Well, Ozzy, we're definitely coming to stay with Ozzy. He doesn't know it yet, but we are.
I mean, a beautiful new house,
Yes.
everything new, of course.
Parasailing, let's, we both missed out on celebrating our 50th, so I think we deserve 50th. We're too adorable and too young. I mean, with these looks, we can celebrate it again. I'm just saying. Anyway, for those of you watching, this is Christian and Daniel's show. I didn't see what you did, but I will watch the video later. If you're watching it, huh?
I was yawning.
Oh, he was yawning again. We're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure that you comment, share, like, and
subscribe.
subscribe. Yes. So if you're watching us on YouTube, do us a favor. We're trying to get our numbers up on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube subscription,
But we're doing it for a reason. We're not just doing it because we just want a lot of numbers.
yeah,
We have to get to a certain number of subscribers so that we can change the name and make it Little Mexican Productions Incorporated rather than Daniel G. Garza.
so we want to update it. So make sure
Someone's in a hurry outside.
Yes, I still yawn. You're yawning with him now. I think every time Christian yawns, everybody take a shot.
Yeah, that's going to have to be the new game. I don't know why, folks. This week has been rough on me. I'm tired.
You're tired. Is your
I'm
age
tired.
showing?
I'm tired. And then I wasn't sleeping well this week because I was all anxious and weird. And I wake up hungry and my stomach's hurting and I'm all cuckoo.
Well, you have to find your balance.
Last night worked.
You have.
I took a CBD.
Why did it work?
Are you done?
Because I told you.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
Are you done?
Yes.
Are you done? Okay. I took a CBD gummy and I had one of my CBD gummies and it worked. I slept like a baby last night. I slept till 6:30 this morning, which is, I usually get 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep. Then we went to bed around 1. So I maybe a little short of 6 hours, but not much. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? You look. I see your look.
But who told you to do it?
No one. I had
I
them
told
I've had
you
them
to do it.
forever. I do it on my own.
He stresses over waking up and what's going to happen, but he hasn't gone to sleep yet. And I'm like, just do what you need to fall asleep. And then I'm I guess because stop it. I guess because
Are you done? Are you done? Are you
because of
done?
my addiction, I'm afraid of. You are so getting on my nerves right now. But I sleep well now.
Yeah,
I
actually,
sleep well.
Daniel used to always put on these earbuds and listen to these meditation things to go to sleep. Now he's just falling asleep, which is really healthy. I'm really glad to see
Well,
that.
I've been doing some personal work on myself and just therapy and letting go. You don't know what he's doing under the table. Y'all don't know what he.
You left that way open. That's it's like a barn door. He just opened it up. Open it up. He opened the door. Cluck, cluck, cluck.
I've been doing some work with my therapist. I've been doing some work on myself, just trying to navigate.
Not you working on yourself.
Myself.
Oh my God. Can you imagine that? The humility.
What was the? I'm trying to think because I did wanted to share with these guys and I didn't. I forgot to write it down, but.
No, but yeah, guys, the CBD gummy really worked for me. They don't taste great, but they work good for me. At least the aftertaste. I have to make sure I'm brushing my teeth afterwards or drinking something. You said you were working on yourself.
Do not encourage him. Do not encourage him.
No, you don't encourage.
Um,
You're the one who opened the barn door to the subway.
So I told you guys, and I don't want to get too serious because we're running out of time and it's a long conversation. But when my mom passed, we talked about me making some meditations and letting go of some things that were things that I inherited from her, fears and phobias and things that she worried about. I inherited all these things that my mom used to have. And when she passed, over the last 6 months, I've been working on letting go of some of those fears and phobias, not just in my spiritual work, but with my therapist. And it's worked. It's allowing me to be able to fall asleep at night. I have an online store recommendation for tasty CBD.
No, please do.
Oh.
I'm not saying the ones I got weren't good. They do taste like I'm chewing on a joint. And that's not my, it's like orange flavored joint. Doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Because it's the aftertaste. It's not the initial taste. The initial taste tastes good. And the aftertaste is like chewed on joint. Ugh.
Send it over.
Since it's legal in California, I can talk about it freely.
But yeah, so the last couple of weeks, I had some really good breakthroughs with my therapist, and ew.
Yeah, I agree. It's nasty, but it's worth it to sleep like I did.
So the breakthroughs are working, and you know what it is too. It's completing some of my to-do lists. Some of my big to-do list. My big to-do list.
It must be hard having a list. It's hard to be so sexy with a list.
But finishing my book and going through the first drafts of my Oracle cards and having that off my to-do list is really helping me to relax and not stress about things.
That's good.
So it's really helped out. And the TikToks too. I say this, the comadres. We have the breakfast with the comadres Monday to Friday, 9:00 TikTok. Being able to do work with other people helps me do work with me. Chris, you probably had a bad gummy.
Everyone I've had from that bag tastes the same way.
Yeah. Ask your inner self the question. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Good job.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you.
Don't encourage your people.
What was I going to say?
Did your text messaging interrupt your thinking?
Yes.
What a shock.
Too many
Because
things going on.
Daniel claims to be this amazing multitasker, but every time.
I am a multitasker.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, Christian.
Okay, well, I like this.
This is nice. What is it? When something is really bothering you, try this technique. Okay, we're going to wait for your... I'm sure there's another part to that one.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so ready?
My pick of the week is Fort Salem, Motherland. It's about alternate universe where witchcraft is real. And I think it is real anyway, but it's accepted as real by general society, by everyone. And there are witches who are historic witches, their heritages and lines, and they defend the nation against other magic workers who are trying to do negativity or evil or bad things to their nation. And it's about these girls who go in. There's one who's a lesbian, of course, and there's just the storylines are really strong. It's on Freeform, or you could watch the current new season 3, on Hulu.
Nice.
And it's just a really fun show. Kind of takes you into the world, like what if we all believed in magic, and what if there were people who practitioners of magic, namely witches and male witches too. They don't call them warlocks; they just call them witches in this series, and they have distinct family lines. So all the children are going to end up, or every other child will be a witch. That's really interesting.
Nice, good.
Falls into my fantasy. I like fantasy shows too.
And my pick of the week is Damsel of the 41. We watched this last night on Amazon?
Netflix.
Damsel of the 41 is based on a true story. It's a Mexican story. For those of you that don't know, 41 or 41 is a derogatory term for gay or homosexual. And the reason it came about is because during, I just forgot the name of the president. Was it
1800s?
Yeah. So anyway, I forget the name of the president, but the president's son-in-law was gay, and he married his daughter, obviously.
He married his daughter, who was from an illegitimate affair.
So he married his daughter, and there was an underground club where they would go. All the gay men in town would go and hang out, and they had their annual ball. Well, they found out, not the president, but the president's security found out where this party was, and I'm not giving out anything. You can still follow the story, but find out that this party's happening, what ensues after, and the reason that there were 42 men in this party.
But the
But
president,
the president has his son-in-law removed from jail, and it turns out 41. So it's based on a true story. There's so much. It's a love story. There's a little bit of backstabbing. It's a little bit of a novela. So go check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But it's called The Dance of the 41, and it's really based on a true story. And one of the things that I was telling Christian is that being a young gay man in the 80s living in Monterrey, I understand that experience of hiding yourself, and then growing up in the States, I understand like what Stonewall represented. So there's always this like back and forth.
well, it's interesting because Stonewall, it turned into a fight for freedom and rights, and the 41 is a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. They're very different, but they inspired people in different ways.
So Breakfast Club is like it's a really good group of people. Who or what are you? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Check them out. I think you'll like them. My pick is Loki on Disneyland Plus.
Go down.
I know. I've gone down. I highly recommend Kevin Can Have Himself with Annie Murphy. Oh yeah.
The sister.
From Schitt's Creek, yeah. It's on AMC. Amazing take on sitcom TV. Cool. I'll check it. Helpful techniques. Who are you? Oh yeah. You've told me about that. How do you feel? What do you feel this way? I'm gonna leave that up for a second so you guys can check this out. Really good technique too. Yeah. So check this out. Those are Micah's techniques on like going into yourself. So definitely. But if you are,
I like it.
if you're in the mornings, and those are in the comments, so you can go check them out in the comments later, folks. But if you're up in the mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you want to join Comadres for breakfast, come join us. We do some readings, do a lot of energy work. We collectively clean our energy. It's fun. I think helping other people definitely. Well, that's my style too. I can't. Not in a for me, but it really helps me when I'm able to like do stuff for people.
It does. He likes it. I don't do it as much.
Not in a look at me what I'm doing kind of way, but okay, maybe a little.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Shut up. It's God, Mother Teresa, me, Oprah,
The Pope, somewhere down at the other end of the list.
somewhere in there. What are y'all watching this week? What's on your pick of the weeks for the week? What have you been watching? What have you? Were you yawning again?
No.
Off camera? Trying to
No,
get rid of
Daniel,
it?
apparently not.
But what's on your pick this week? We talked about this last week, and if you haven't watched Soul or Luca, check those out. Those are really cute. What did the movie we watch? Breaking Fast.
Oh, Breaking
Breaking
God,
Fast.
it's a name that doesn't. I think it's a very misleading name because you don't really know what it's about. But it's a fantastic LGBTQI film on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu.
Yeah, the Hulu.
It was
Yeah.
Hulu.
So they
Called Breaking Fast.
some of the movies for Pride Month obviously are still up, so we still catch them. But I watched the thumbnail for it for a long time.
Hey, it doesn't tell you anything.
It doesn't tell you
It
anything.
doesn't make you want to watch it.
So we were laying in bed, and I'm like, let's just catch this. It's an hour and a half. It's really quick. But
I'm the one who put it on.
no, you did not. I'm the one that put it on. How
Not.
dare you? I was the
When
one.
we watched out here, not in bed.
We watched Breaking Fast
No,
in
we
there.
didn't. We watched
We
it out
watched
here
it in the
on the
bedroom.
couch.
Oh my God! It was before I ordered McDonald's for dinner.
And we were out here.
No.
Wants to take credit
when you're-
for that. Yes, honey, you're right.
When your partner is
Right.
too old to remember where we were watching Breaking Fast in the bedroom.
Okay, we were. It was in the bedroom, and it was all because of Daniel.
Yes, because you even said, "Good choice, honey."
I never say that.
You did say that. Well, unless I was honeying by somebody else.
I don't know. Are you?
Just saying.
Are you?
I recommend the TV series Rebel.
Yeah,
Yes.
we watched it.
Rebel.
It's canceled.
Yeah. Rebel loosely based on Aaron Brockovich. It's a really good show. It's good. Although it got canceled, right?
Yeah, it's
It got
canceled. It's done.
We talked about it on,
It ain't coming
on
back.
our show. I'm going to post this back up again for those of you that didn't see this. It's a really good technique, Michael. Really good technique. What else was I watching? Oh, if you're into like mental health stuff, Jane, The Mind of Jane or something. I forget what it's called, but
It's about a girl with multiple
yeah,
personalities.
it's on Hulu, and it's about this woman who has 9 personalities and how they interact with each other. It's really interesting. It's only like 6 episodes long, so it's not a long. You can binge watch it in a weekend. It's really good. Didn't think they'd be able to watch WandaVision, but damn, they're giving it a run for its money.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think you might not have posted one that said I liked Loki. It was Michael. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I liked Loki too. I'm. Are there more episodes? We didn't do the season closer on that yet, right? I think we did. I think the season's done.
So what did you say? I didn't think they could be able to watch WandaVision, but damn.
The match WandaVision.
Oh, it matches
WandaVision was no, it doesn't. I don't think they'll have the match WandaVision, but they're giving Loki a run for. They're giving WandaVision a run. Loki is giving WandaVision a run for its money.
I haven't seen either one of them. So.
Yeah, because you're always like, oh, it's superheroes. I'm not into that. No, not interested.
I want to watch WandaVision because of all the things they said about the costumes.
And it's
the
been out
wardrobe.
forever.
And I want to watch it for the wardrobe and the costumes.
It's really well done. I think they did a good job. I didn't think I was going to like it, and I ended up really liking it.
But I don't like superhero.
No, he's not. The Marvel Universe is not Daniel's place. He doesn't like to play there.
Wonder Woman did. I like Wonder Woman.
She's DC.
But she's a superhero, right?
She's not in.
Is she not a
the Marvel.
superhero?
She is not in the
Is she not a
Listen
superhero?
to the words I'm saying. She is not in the Marvel Universe. She's in DC.
But she's the superhero, right?
Oh my God, that's like saying it's a car, right?
You gotta get on it, Daniel. But
Mm-hmm.
but isn't Wonder Woman a superhero?
Yes.
Okay, it's okay to get into Wonder Woman because she's a superhero.
But don't associate it with Marvel.
I don't know the difference. They're all the same.
Well, I know. It's like cars with you. Like, what kind of car was it? It was red. Thanks. That clears it up.
Wonder Vision is amazing. Okay. See, now that Wayne...
You're special.
It just doesn't... maybe because maybe my association to superhero movies deters me from watching it.
They're great.
But it's not an actual superhero
Yet
show.
you'll watch a show about a girl with multiple personality who's a smart guy.
Because that's so interesting.
I don't think it's
It is
like
so interesting to watch.
It's so dull.
It makes me understand you better. Wanda is technically a chaos witch and most likely the villain in the next Doctor Strange. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a Doctor Strange movie.
Because I don't like hero movies.
Well, because when was the last time we went to go see a superhero movie?
We never have. The last movie we saw together that was anything in my genre was Star Wars.
And I fell asleep.
And you fell asleep for 99% of it.
But to be fair, I was still recovering from cancer then. I was 2. When did that come out? Also, Catherine Hahn in WandaVision Amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I like Catherine Hahn. Okay, for her, I would watch it.
You should just watch it because it's something I'm interested in.
But you don't watch everything I'm interested in.
Oh, praise the God. Thank God, no.
And I don't watch
Like,
it.
do you like watching High School
and I don't
Musical?
why do I not?
I love
Why-
you. You love
Why
me.
don't I want you to watch everything I
You
watch?
let corns and
¿Por qué?
rainbows be.
¿Por qué? Because you talk through it. Because you talk through the shows.
I don't, but I know you want
You
to
don't?
believe that. You have to make it.
You
I know
don't
you want to
talk
make
through
it
the
true, just
And
to
the
make an
word,
impression.
we've talked about this on the show from the beginning of the show. He will pick the punchline. He will pick the moment, jumping on late. Hey, Crystal, how's it going, sweetie? Don't worry, we're at the point where we're just arguing at the end of the show. But he will pick to the punchline or the last sentence that they're about to say to talk over them. And then I have to go home and watch it again because I missed a lot of it.
You're so full of it.
You're so talkative.
You're from Milwaukee.
Such a turd. And by the way, when I was at my friend Mikey's luncheon today for his birthday, he actually brought up, there was a friend of ours, Tom, that I hadn't seen in a long time. And he was like, you should go hang out with them. They're so fun to watch when they're arguing. I'm sleeping over on the weekend and we're binge watching WandaVision.
That's not gonna. Daniel will not do it. He won't. You're welcome to come over and sleep over, but he will not. He'll fall asleep and.
How many episodes is
Or
it?
it's like Christian's talking to the whole thing. I can't get it. Can I?
How many episodes is it?
I don't know. 25, 30.
How many episodes of WandaVision, folks? Since y'all are so wanting me to watch it, how many episodes? You two crack me up. Thank you. Well, I found out over the week, people that I've talked to, people that I didn't know were watching the show. So, Michael Holtz, if you're watching today, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. He's become kind of an ostomy mentor for me, so I'm able to talk to him about ostomy system. So, thank you. Stop it! We're almost done.
What?
4 minutes.
What?
Chingado, Christian.
I don't know what chingado means.
So how many?
Is that like?
Oh man,
Hawaiian
I wish
punch?
don't I have it on here? Don't I have it on here? I wish I have it on here.
What chingado?
Ya con tu chingaderas, Christian.
I don't know what chingaderas is. Is that
Micah?
like? Is that something like enchiladas or enchiritos?
Mike, if you're still watching, tell them what chingaderas is. 8 episodes? Okay, I can watch 8 episodes.
No, you can't.
And yes, you will enjoy WandaVision. What is with you? Okay, I'm going to watch it from before next Wednesday. I will watch it. I will submit myself to WandaVision.
He's going to make a commitment to watch it before next week.
I will. In the name of Christian and Daniel show, I will watch. I didn't have anything else.
Yeah, just swearing on air.
And I just
Oreos, chocolate chip cookies.
We were if you haven't been watching,
We keep doing all these inside jokes. I feel so bad because no one
nobody
gets
knows
it.
what's
They're like, what are they doing? Oreos. There's a show called.
Chingaderas.
There's a show called Crime Scene
Kitchen. If you haven't seen it on Fox, check it out.
It's really
It's a
great.
good show.
And we're kidding around because they're supposed to look at the clues and figure out what was baked in this kitchen and then go bake it in their kitchens. And oh my gosh, I do. I love Knots Landing. Big shoulders, big hair, and lots of attitude. Don't mess with me, girl. And everyone slept with everyone in that neighborhood.
So many affairs in that show.
But and so we were joking around because some of these people were making really disastrous things, and I'm going, that's like walking out, like I'd just die if they someone like the judges walk up and say, hey, how you doing on your thing? And they're just like putting Oreos on a plate. They're all Oreos or chocolate chip cookies,
Chocolate chips.
chips de chocolate.
The first 2 episodes are like, huh? Then it gets okay.
Yeah,
see,
that's
you're
it,
already
and
deterring me.
that's very true.
You're already deterring me from watching it.
But it's true. You are. I admit it makes it tough.
You got to give me from the beginning. Get me in, reel me in, keep me in the loop. As an actor, the latest episode will expand your acting focus and theory. You got me thinking now, Moran. I will consider it.
I think that means you're done.
I think I will consider it. Well, it lasted a whole episode. That's usually the way it works.
He's all
okay. I promise that I will.
He commits to watch it
that
before
I will
next
watch.
Wednesday.
I will watch it before. I have a week to watch WandaVision, and I will come back and do my final analysis of the show next week. For now, we want before we go, we want to make sure that remind you guys, if you are not checking us out here during the week, remember we have 3 episodes up, 3 shows up in the air. So make sure you check us out here on Wednesdays for the Christian and Daniel show at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Fridays, it's the Card Devo at 5, and on Saturdays, 2 shows putting together conversations at noon and 5. We throw in special shows every once in a while, so make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Make sure you hit the notification buttons to be notified when a new show comes up, because we throw other special shows up there. If you're watching me on TikTok in the mornings, those go up on our YouTube page. So if you can please follow us on YouTube, subscribe, that would be really cool. If you haven't heard about it, because I talk about it all the time, there's my book, Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game. Check it out. Illustrated by Jennifer and Vivian Gatch, mother and daughter. You can find it at any of these 5 establishments.
Bookshop, Target, Bunny 17 Media, Amazon Books, and Barnes & Noble.
Thank you, babe. And soon it'll be out in Spanish. Conejito Gruñón, el Juego de los Colores, coming out in Spanish.
El Buco es available at Barnes y Noble.
What is it? Stick with it and you will be hooked. Before I pulled that up, I thought you said stick with hookers. And I was like, what?
Yes,
Anyway.
Daniel, that's what Steven's saying. It's stick
Yes.
with hookers. You'll
Yes,
be
but
good.
let's not just talk about it, Wayne. Let's do it. Let's go on this ghost tour. Where's Ebag, the chowder guy? He came on earlier.
He came
and then
on, but he must have
He
left.
must have been tired, and he just came in to say hi.
That's my chowder.
So you too, Micah. Be careful out there. Stay safe.
Yes, we love you, girl.
The first
Sorry,
game, hopefully
I just
Champions in
keep-
the 4th episode.
That's such a gay thing for me. I'm being so gay today. I'm being a real
What'd you say?
faggot. I just keep saying girl to people and stuff like as
Girl.
if I'm such good friends with him that way. It's so insulting. I'm so sorry.
Good night, Stephen. Thank you for watching. Everybody watching, thank you so much for being here with us. We really enjoy spending our Wednesday afternoon.
That's how I know I'm tired.
You're tired. For now, I want to thank you. Thank you, babe. Great show.
Thank you, Daniel. Great show. You broke everyone's legs today.
Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. Bye.